We'll come back to the 20th anniversary of Call of Duty 2, where we have a major tournament going on a very special occasion. It's a very special match, and like I said, I am delivering to you yet another SUPERKIDS match against Team EPHIX right here on Rail Yard. And now the guys are already in action. We have 4 kills in the span of 20 seconds or so. EPHIX attacking first. Bulgarian guys defending. Already concentrated towards B. Let's see what EPHIX can do here. Looks like they might be going B after all. But instead Baja takes out Elzilla. Doesn't give him a chance to even get close to the bomb site. Now Vicor is running away. 2 versus 3 situation for EPHIX. Not the best, not the worst, one might say. But they have Baja coming in from the hangar part. There we go, everything goes down. 2-on-2, bomb is going down. Baja has been spotted after getting a kill into Vicor. Now Dana left in a 2 versus 1.
Explosives planted!
You know, he has a hunch where to look. And now he spotted the player, but gets caught in the crossfire, and now Paladin takes him down. The first round goes to SUPERKIDS. Very nice job from SUPERKIDS here.
Explosives diffused. Axis
Like I
win.
said, after a match like the one they just had, their motivation must be sky high at this point. And knowing these guys well, they could very well take down EPHIX as well with that newfound motivation. You see Ervin on the scope. Going up the jump. Now Baja is the first victim of this round, dying to a grenade of Santan. Here we have Kukas going up to the warehouse. He could potentially be in trouble if he turns even just a tiny bit to the right. He's got 2 enemies in front of him. And Icons gets a double kill. He is now completely open. Now Kukas trying to get a kill. He gets it. However, the hangar players trade in. Trippy left in 1v4. Icons eliminates Trippy. And now it's 1-1. Looks like EPHIX doesn't let it go that easily. And we are already seeing some keybinds going. And some praises. Mercenaries. In the Call of Duty 2 land. Now Kukas goes down to Vicor's mate. V5 already. We're waiting in the smoke for a straggler. However, he just absolutely walks into it. The enemy fire and gets taken out. Ervin is now left in 1 versus 3. Now he hears the bomb plant. He's not quite sure where the enemy could be. Now he's seen. One of them has retreated to the warehouse. And it is time to figure out where the other 2 is. There we go. Now they have definitely heard their footsteps. Ervin is now in big trouble if he wants to make it out alive. Let's see what he does next. Fortunately, doesn't get the kill.
Eliminated.
And instead,
Allies win.
Downnet takes him down 2-1. EPHIX taking the lead in the match. Ervin opting to go for the jump again. Taking a more passive approach with that scope. However, his friends are pushing really close to the warehouse. They don't know who's watching from the other side just yet. As we have two players near the warehouse. Trying to find any stragglers on bait. Lucas finds Varkor. Which means you have a warehouse player down. And there's also Santan waiting around for Baja, who goes down. 4 versus 4. And the shotgun left is on the EPHIX side now. Lucas also knows where to look. However, Donna's grenade just absolutely hits him out of position. It looks like Kukas didn't like it. He sends a message in chat, letting us know that the grenade was indeed very successful in doing its job. And now we have Ervin left in a 3 versus 1.
Eliminated.
Icons takes him down. 3-1 is our score. You see a couple of weapons being traded. As Icons and Santan now both have an additional Karna AP in their hands. Making them very, very dangerous suspects in the next couple of rounds, as long as they keep it. Dunn and Santan getting 1 kill each. However, Lycor was the first one to go down, which means we have a 3 versus 4. SK now equaling the situation as Paladin takes a Dunnet. And now EPHIX is slowing down, just waiting to see who pushes from SK. But at this point, there is nobody that will push. These guys are becoming even more cautious after the match they just had in train station. There is absolutely no way they will ever push when it's not needed. So you have 55 seconds on the clock, Mr. EPHIX. 55 seconds, which is now 46 even, to get the bomb planted. Let's see if the plant finds anyone. Nope, that grenade was going nowhere. Another fake plant. Grenades coming out, didn't find anybody. And now Santan going for the bomb plant for real this time.
Explosives planted.
Grippy getting taken out. 2 Hungarians remaining. One of them being Paladin, as always. Let's see how he does this time. Scouting the area ahead. Doesn't find anyone so far, and now he's left alone as Ervin dies.
Axis eliminated.
And then Santan finishes the
Allies
round
win.
4-1.
Yes, sir.
There we go, Bosch getting taken out by Elzilla. And Kukas could be the next victim. As the EPHIX players are closing in on B side. We are seeing a need being dropped soon by Elzilla. There we go. Minus 36, at least they know the position. Which means there might be some surprise coming in for Kukas, which he might not know about. He sees one player, but then he gets taken out by an MG42. Elzilla getting another frag in the form of Crippy. And now SK is down to just 2 people on the team. And here we see Ervin. 1v4 with only a scope.
Axis
All the enemies
eliminated.
have surrounded him,
Allies
and
win.
Icons takes him down 5-1. Once again, things are not looking good for the Hungarian team. Now we are seeing Tukas pushing up the B. However, Borja gets got out in the smoke. This is the only one remaining on the plant in a very, very aggressive position. And now he's surrounded by enemies. Just shoots once with the cart, misses the shot, but still gets the frag on Santan. Gets taken down by Avzilla. So now we only have 3 SK players left. 1 minute 15 on the clock. Crippy gets another one. And then goes into hiding, gets a great drag onto Icons, but Viacor makes sure his teammate didn't die for nothing. 2-on-2 situation now. Ervin is not sure which side to look at, but then it is met with much faster than him. 6-1 is our score. Look at that flick. Ervin could not do anything about it. It's very interesting that once again the Hungarian team is starting in a very, very bad position. 6 rounds down the drain. And they only have a singular one so far, the very first one. And after that, they felt nothing. Icons looking to get another round for his team. He's taking out Baja. And we only have 2 Car 98s and there's still 1 SK. Then Avzilla getting taken out. So we only have something and Icons remaining, and now it's up to Icons. It is Mozen Naganti takes out Crippy after he took the MG42 in his hands. And now baits the remaining players into planting. And now tries to make sure to go in the opposite direction, possibly jump on the crates, but then he opts to go towards the hangar area himself. Looks like we are going around the world at this point. Going back to spawn. He's got 40 seconds left. If he absolutely wants to make it, he better hurry up, because this could be fatal if he doesn't manage his time right. And we already see Paladin slowly closing in on A. He knows he is supposed to look at that. Let's see if the timing is right. Both players are now rotating quickly. Icons gets found out. And there's the second round for SUPERKIDS. 6-2 is our new score. And it looks like SUPERKIDS have broken the spree. Hopefully this is the start of the SUPERKIDS comeback. They absolutely need a couple more rounds on the board if they want to keep up. Zilla trying to go for a very fast, very fast hangar push, but it's taken out by Ervin. Now Viacor with the SMG. Look at that absolutely disgusting kill onto Kukas. Absolutely huge range. And now he's just left in the 1 versus 3. But at this point, anything is possible with this weapon. Maybe he doesn't even need a rifle at this point. However, Crippy is much faster. Taking him down in a very clean fashion. Making it 6-3. Let's see how it goes this round. Icon's taking down Ervin with a grenade. Lucas also gets damaged a tiny bit. So he has to retreat behind the cover of the box, if he doesn't want to get caught himself. Let's take a look at Buja. He was standing real close to that smoke. With a Mosin Nagant in hand. Got not just one, but two opponents in two different sides of this hangar door. Waiting to pounce. Waiting to capitalize on any mistake that SK can do. And there you see Kuka's going down. Crippy gets the trade. And now we see the warehouse players right next to each other. Crippy could go down any second at this point. And he just doesn't know it yet. If Viacor finds the perfect angle. Especially with how much noise he makes. And there we see Santan and Elfzilla just flying out to the side, planting the bomb. Santan goes down. Viacor following up with 2 kills. And now Paladin is left in 1 versus 2. Let's see what he can do with it. Time is not on his side anymore with the bomb plant, as he has only 44 seconds left to try and find the culprits. Once again, Paladin trying to no-scope, however it doesn't work out in the end. Viper just takes him out. 7-3 is our new score. Once again, Team EPHIX are getting away, making it a much harder match for SUPERKIDS. Icons had a very disgusting, very nasty kill onto Kukas. First player to go down this round. Borja taking his usual position next to the warehouse. And now EPHIX are just waiting for another mistake from the Hungarians. Another misstep, another bad position being taken. Anything they can use to their advantage. And a kind of vulnerability in those defenses. But they are not showing any signs of it so far. There's still a minute, there's a lot they can do. And right as we say it, Santan throws an artillery at Baja, who goes down because of that grenade. And now Crippy gets a kill onto Danny. Elfzilla gets Crippy, and now we have only 2 Hungarians left versus the now 3 EPHIX players, who are now opting for the high ground. We'll see if the Hungarians have predicted it, and yes they did. However, the shot didn't connect. There we go, Ervin gets the frag onto Viacor now. 2 versus 2, bomb is being planted. Santan with a very nice flick. However, that is just not enough for the kill. And that could be very detrimental. That could have just lost them the round. As Icons is now left in 2 versus 1. Misses the shot. Absolutely tries to use the grenade. However, Paladin gets the kill. And now we have 7-4.
Explosives diffused. Axis win.
The very last round coming up for this side, and after that we will see SUPERKIDS trying out the attacker side and EPHIX trying to defend. Should be interesting coming up after that train station. Borja and Paladin start fragging this round. 3 versus 5 already. However, the shotgun and scope are still in play for EPHIX. anything can happen. However, shotgun's already used up its smoke. Something also finds a 1 grenade. So they still have 3 to play with. SK has 4 of them. Possibly for the after-plan situations. Boise is looking for his opponents in the warehouse, but there's nobody there so far. Grippy sending an artillery. Let's see if it connects to anyone. Nothing so far, as the players have retreated back to the hangar. Santan tries to cross, but gets taken out by Grippy, and now Baja is out. Only the scope and the PPS remains. Grippy failing a crucial frag. And now the bomb can go down safely. There you go, 3 versus 1. So 4 versus 1, and now Viker goes down 7-5 is the ending to the first half. Not the best start for SUPERKIDS, but at least they brought it back as quickly as they could.
Axis win.
Indeed, a very nice half. I have to agree with EPHIX. Now let's see. SK this time attacking. Evan already looking towards the ruins of B site. Didn't find anyone, but did see a shot coming from that direction, so he knows there's at least one hiding in there. Boja in the meanwhile takes down Santan. So now there's no shotgun left for EPHIX. Also 4 versus 4 now. And let's see what they can do about it. You have 2 players on B, 1 in ruins, and 1 player towards A side. Icons and Elvzilla continue the fragging. And now it's a 4 versus 1. Bosch is the only one left, and he gets taken out by Elvzilla. Very unfortunate, but that is an 8th round on the board for EPHIX. Would have been a great start, however. It also looks like we are calling for a timeout. That is interesting. Looks like Boja is trying to get a handle on the situation before it becomes an even bigger problem. Let's see if this can do wonders. Like in the end, we had a technical timeout as we had an SK player with a mic problem. However, it was quickly solved, so we can continue the match. Let's see what they bring to the table this time. from Kukas. And Nate takes down Santan once again. We have no shotguns left. And Crippy gets a great kill, however, gets taken out himself. Kukas with a triple now already in this round, leaving Elzilla alone. Coming from the hangar, however, he will meet Paladin shortly. Takes him out, 8-6. Without a new score. Very nice frags. And we are seeing SUPERKIDS inching closer and closer. Let's see how they continue. Minus 50 HP on Icons. Good enough for him, but not for a kill. As we see Ervin getting taken out by Icons with a 3D headshot. And this Paladin with a double kill. Almost even going for a triple. Absolutely aggressive. Grippy getting a kill on Icons. 2 versus 4. Quickly turned around and Paladin finds a third opponent. Is taken out by Crippy. And now Dana is getting taken out as well. 8-7. Very quick round from SK. It seems they have found their momentum. And let's see Icons. Find a very early frag, however. Will develop before he could even get one. Viper is trying to go for that warehouse kill, and he gets it in a very spectacular way. Kukas and Crippy are now avenging their fallen teammate. And we are now looking at 4 versus 3 coming towards B side. As you can see, there are already 2 players in the wins trying to defuse the situation, but Crippy gets another headshot. 2 versus 4. And they are starting to swarm it. But no bomb plan comes in as Boja gets another kill. Elzilla left alone in the hangar. Trying to get a kill. Gets Kukas. There's 3 more you need to get. And as you can see, he is opting to go for the long route. Let's see what he does with this opportunity. Without any grenades and 0 information so far, as none of the players have moved or shot anything. And Paladin takes him out from their spawn. 8-8. We are officially equal. Let's see how the situation develops further. As we are following the sniper of SK. Trying to find an entrance to the side. Evan picks up Dana with the grenade. We get our first kill in the round. And now we have 2 players in warehouse. Let's see what Boja can do with it. However, Santan in a very good angle takes him out. And now SK have no shotgun, which prompts Kukas to stay away. Let's see if they can find the defenders in that place. However, Crippy knows that you can always find somebody in the ruins. However, making noise could be detrimental. However, he finds an enemy hiding behind the ruins, who is constantly jumping. There you go. Icons is going down. Crippy gets to the bomb site. And now the 2 warehouse players are isolated. He gets a kill. Santan is out. And now Viper is the only one left. Gets 2 kills. Crippy and Kukas are down. Ervin and Paladin are the only ones left. And 50 seconds on the clock for Viper before the bomb explodes. That's how much time he gets to find the other 2 players. And make sure they cannot sabotage his defuse efforts. Half time on the bomb, and Paladin going behind gets him 8-9. The Super Kids takes the lead, which prompts Santan to call a timeout. And now we're off to the races once again with a 9-8 score in favor of Super Kids, who have turned this map around so far. Team EPHIX getting a very early lead, but then Super Kids with an amazing comeback has now turned it into their favor. And it seems like EPHIX wants to stop it before it gets worse. And let's see how their new strategies will work out for them, as we have two EPHIX players reaching half HP. Boja already in a very good position, takes down Santan. Crippy with a double kill with the MG. Now we see Boja coming in like a freight train, and Kukas takes down Boja. I cannot even believe my eyes. How many friendly fire, how many team kills are we seeing today? You cannot even believe it. Look at that, very beautiful. Beautiful kills. You cannot even believe it. At this point, you probably need a counter for all of these team kills. And I'm serious. We got so many so far. We've had yet another Evan frag onto Icons. Evan with the second one undone now. And Evan and Crippy are getting taken down. However, Boja is here, capitalizing on Santan's aggressiveness. Now Paladin finishes the round 11-8. Super Kids are 2 runs away from winning this map. This is a big turnaround for the Hungarian team so far. And let's see if they can close it out. There you go, Zilla getting a double. He doesn't want to watch it back because we know there's more action to be seen. And now that he is dead, we can look at that, and that was beautiful. However, the round is not over yet. We still have 3 Hungarians to watch. Let's see where that grenade ends up. We could be looking at the Dunne death. However, it doesn't connect to anybody. Paladin knows he should be looking towards Icon's direction. However, the timing wasn't right. And now he has slipped to the other side without them noticing anything. Paladin hearing footsteps right next to him. Donna getting him instead because he didn't realize it in time. And now we have a single player left in the form of Kukas, who also goes down, making it 11-9. EPHIX gets one round. However, it is still SUPERKIDS' map so far. Who still only need 2 more rounds to go. So we will see who ends up being the winner of this rail yard. Kukas starting the frags with a grenade on Santan, so EPHIX have already lost their shotgun. Once again, Ervin is also dead, which means there's no scope left on SUPERKIDS. There we go, Crippy getting a frag onto Elfzilla, but they don't know about the second player. Done that. Almost taking that Crippy. Both players missing their shots. And let's see if Crippy can finish it. Deliver the killing blow. Bit of dancing around the walls. The bash is successful, but in the end, Crippy pulls out the pistol and eliminates Downet. And Icons goes down as well. 12-9. We have a map point coming in. SUPERKIDS only need a single kill, a single round to win this map. EPHIX needs 3 more. The Hungarians can finish off this map. As Kukas gets another kill. Another Santan death. Which means, once again, the shotgun is over for this round. Crippy and Baja are out. So we have no more shotguns anymore for this round. Kukas getting taken down by Icons. So we have only Ervin and Paladin left to watch. We're slowly lurking towards A. Hopefully they can find Lycure in the next room before moving along. There we go, Ervin finding a frag on Dana. And now the 2 players reunite slowly. With Paladin now making his way inch by inch towards that B plant. Unsure of his intentions right now. Looks like he's going to wait for Ervin to make his way to the warehouse. However, there's only 30 seconds left, so he absolutely needs to hurt if they want to make it work. 20 seconds left on the clock, and now we see Ervin clearing out the yard. Paladin goes down, which means you only have Ervin left. Misses the shot, and is now being attacked from multiple sides. There's nothing he can do about it. There's not enough time to plant a bomb, which means time has expired for SUPERKIDS, leaving with an EPHIX win. 2 more rounds to go. 2 more opportunities for SUPERKIDS to close out. And 2 more rounds for EPHIX to win if they want to keep this a tie. Once again, we have a grenade coming in. Lycor goes down. And Crippy with a double again on the MG. This is incredible how many times this MG has been used on this map. A very strong position to be in. And now there's a 2 versus 5. Dunny and Elfzilla are the only 2 left. And now Elfzilla, as the sole fighter, goes down 13-10. EPHIX Must be very sad about this one. From 6-1 to 13-10.